Hello, Landacademy.
Sorry. Usually before we go live, we're like, okay, you're in charge, I'm in charge, you're in charge.
Hey, if you haven't seen the chat, I would love to do something slightly different today. I would like everyone to ask us a question, if you're able to type, if you're not driving or whatever. We are here. We do this Thursday call. We're here for you, and we've been doing it for 10 years. And as you can imagine, we have waves of different types of people that are that join, and we the whole point is to help you out, is to meet you from where you're coming. So, uh, not just look at deals. So over the years, we've had many questions come in. We don't have, for whatever reason, as many questions now. And I think maybe it's because I'm not communicating what I'm communicating now. We want to answer your questions. I don't care how silly they are. I don't care if it's like, what's it like working with Jack? How bad is it?
Or who picked out the plaid
Yeah.
today?
Guys dress each other again? Anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's back up here. I am Jill DeWitt. This is Steve and Jack Vitala, because we're still open for a few minutes to the planet. So if you're like, I don't have a chat, what are you talking about? Well, we are broadcasting within our community in Zoom. We have a closed Zoom room that we're going to continue with them for another hour and a half. But then for the first few minutes, we'd like to open to the public to just kind of give you a little glimpse into what's going on with us and who we are. And you could even ask a question. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook or something, you could drop stuff in there. And if my team doesn't see it right now to grab it, they can queue it up for us for next week. So, and also so you can get some of the high level, big picture current events that Jack's going to share with us today. We are, gosh, I thought about it earlier, we are 50 combined, probably 50 years of experience in this business.
Say we're 50 years old combined.
No, combined 50 years of experience as full-time investors, real estate investors, land investors, and then just Landacademy's 10, just 10. Isn't that amazing? Like that went by so darn fast. So I'm going to cover some things here, and then I'm going to get to your current events. If you don't mind.
Of course.
So for members, of course, this is how to use the chat during the call. All the little banter, little things like that. Quick little things, throw them in there. Thank you, Joseph, like saying hello. And then for the other things, the deal and the questions Jack is asking you to write, put those in the Q&A if you would, because then I won't miss you. It's hard to check. It's going sometimes, and it gets so busy. It's hard to extrapolate things. So, but in the Q&A, I can do it. Here's our would you do this deal format from when you put things in the Q&A. Let's see here. Question of the week for everyone. How do I determine ahead of time if a county would be a good county to subdivide in? From Carrie L.
The number one way, the first thing you should do is go out onto Zillow or Realtor or whatever you use and look for property that appears to have been subdivided recently. So you've got a seller that's selling 4 lots right in a row in some county. That is a first free, simple, in a dark room by yourself or on the phone while someone else is driving way for you to find out, oh, it's possible. Anyway, to jump through the hoops for the municipality, it's possible to minor split property and get some stuff done that way. Subdividing, I would not call that subdividing. There's minor splits, which is what we all do here. And then subdividing, which is what companies like Toll Brothers do, where they put sewers in and they build 500 houses. We're not subdividers. I don't think anybody here is. Maybe somebody is. So minor splitting is what you want. And in general, it happens in non-incorporated areas, so not a city, and very rural areas of extremely open-minded and compliant counties or townships in Michigan. It's harder and harder to do it. Hopefully, too, you can look up their website and they have a protocol for it. This is what we do. This is how you do it. This is how you call. Here's the forms.
Or call them.
Yeah.
And lastly, call them. So yeah, that's a really good question. And I loved your example right away that you saw a working example of someone that just did it. Now you pick up the phone and you check the website and go from there, and then see how long. Always ask the question too, if you don't mind me to make this a little bit bigger. Always ask the question, which is, how long does it take? That's what you want to know when you talk to the county, because we're like, we're getting caught up now, so 6 months. You need to know that versus we're getting caught up now, so 6 weeks.
The other thing,
Now you're at my attention. 6 months, not so much.
if you do get somebody on the phone, ask them too, in your line of questioning, if you're required to put infrastructure in.
True.
Because that will stop 99.9% of all of it.
Okay.
Infrastructure is crazy expensive.
Exactly. Now you're becoming a builder and a developer, and I don't know. That's a long path, and now you're going down a whole different thing, and you may not want to do that. So, okie dokie. This week, next week, current events. We have our Landacademy podcast every day. We have Landacademy Pro. It looks like this is on the website. If you're wondering where I'm getting this from, this is on landacademy.com under reference tools, something. I can't remember what it is, but there's a calendar on there. So you could stay up to date and see like, okay, member call. Oh, look, here's the ladies call. Yay. Different things and kind of keep up with stuff there. And oh, what's not on the calendar for today is my little, because it's a special little thing for offers to owners at 5 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Pacific Time today. I'm doing a live thing. So 30 minutes after we end today, I'm going to do a live little 10-minute drawing for some lucky O2O person who submitted mail, and they're going to get their mailer refunded. So it's really cool. I have a hat with a bunch of names in it, and here it is. So don't miss today. Oh, excuse me, 5 o'clock Pacific Time. Are we the same time? I never remember. So 5 o'clock Pacific Time, ignore what I said. I'm in Arizona, and it's easy to get confused because we leave, and then we leave to other states that do observe time changes. So, all right. So today at 5, I am going live on Facebook and YouTube, just me. And that person's, like I said, I'm going to draw a name out of a hat, and whatever name's in there who submitted, they're going to get their mailer refunded. We've actually never done that. I know, right? And Jack's like, how much is this going to cost me? Okay. But it's a good thing. So if you want to see who won, here are the links to go. As you can see, just go to Facebook, go to our Landacademy page, and YouTube, go to the Landacademy page, and you'll see me pop up there. And thousands of offers went out last week. Let's see who mailed and won. Super cool. Now we're going to go to you.
The news. We have a very newsless week.
I want to remember the numbers that it said Easter. I do want to see that from last week for the new listings and active listings. This is it.
Weekly trends. If you're new, we look at this every single week. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not. We're looking for strange things happening here. This is a weekly trending, and each week is year over year. So last year, this week ended, we have half of 1% median price increase, which is, it's essentially zero. Prices are unchanged from last year, median listing prices. New listings, year over year, or year to date, year over year, are 7% up and 11% this week. Something weird happened here.
That was the
Easter holiday that doesn't fall in the same week every year. As Jill informed me, and she'll inform me of that next year also. Right on Easter, she will, and the year after that.
I will remind you what day Easter is next year when it's close to Easter.
We have a 10 or 11 or a 12% increase in new listings. That's a lot of new property being listed over last year. And then active listings are even worse, 30% higher, more active listings out there than there was last year. There's a ton more property on the market. It's a buyer's market, and we're buyers. So you should have the pick of the litter. You should be looking at 10, 15 deals at any given time, choosing the absolute best ones. That's what this whole business model was designed for. It was not designed for creating a couple of potential real estate deals for yourself and then making them work. This whole model was jam the pipeline full, looking at hopefully 10, 20 deals a week, maybe more, and picking and choosing the best ones.
That's never changed.
Yep, and never will. now more than ever, what I'd like you to do is use this. Let me put these in the chat so everybody's got them here.
Yeah, I do see some new names here. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Very happy.
Now more than ever, it's very important. Somebody reminded me of this. We had it's the first Thursday of the month. We had the career path alumni call earlier today. What I want you to really do is start to look at your local markets. They're all here in Redfin data, and look at how many new listings. Blue is, I guess, 2025, right up to I think probably last week. There's 100,000 more listings nationally. If I look at all markets, if I just pick a market randomly, there's, you can see the difference here. There's actually 25 in this market more listings than there were, which is a 2% year over year increase, and how it ranks against other years. See this huge, massive uptick. So granted, this is a smaller data set. My point is this: please get the markets that you're involved in, or if you're testing markets to see if you want to send mail, take a look at them.
Can I pick a big one? I want to
Yeah.
say like 100. Like this is cool. Just Texas. I want to pick one with more than 20.
Right. 88 new listings. In 2022, there were, at this point, there are a lot more.
100 almost.
This is a little strange year over year compared to other properties that were sort of on their way out.
No. Wild is that?
2023 is way lower.
And 25 took dips. Damn.
So you should get used to looking at this data and making decisions, extrapolating it and making sense of it for you, what that means for you. We do great in markets where there's a lot of inventory, but it's still moving at a certain price. That tells us what to do. Lots of movement at $300,000. I need to be buying assets at $150,000. Just a random example. Mortgage rates are a little bit weird and volatile this month. In April, they were. It was up to over 7% in the middle of April, and it's down to 6.8. Looks like real volatile, but it's not that much. This is volatile. So no real news. Let's try. Go ahead.
This is not bad.
Let's try a fun exercise before we.
This is not bad. This is okay, right? I mean,
oh, it's great.
I know. I'm like, nothing to report. Nothing to report. Yeah, that's okay. This is really, really good. Are we gonna play a game right now before we switch over?
Yeah, I just spelled Chattanooga. Something like
Close
that.
enough.
That's just there. It's like rejection.
My dad, one time I said, Dad, what is wrong with you? Why can't you use spell check? And he said, Jill, when you spell it so awful, even sometimes spell check doesn't even know what you mean. So that's what just happened. It couldn't correct you. Chattanooga down. There you go.
These are the lots that are for sale in whatever the internet thinks Chattanooga, Tennessee is.
This is land, you said?
This is a specific area. I randomly chose this, obviously, because I don't even know how to spell it. This is an area in this area of Chattanooga. I'm going to make this a little easier. Let's pick some acreage. 1 to 5 acres.
I love this game.
I'm trying to find an area that's got some data. This is a little submarket of 37380. The market for 1 to 2 acre properties starts at $11,000, goes immediately to 17, 18, 29, 40, and kind of ends at 100. This is a year on market. A year on market. We're just doing a test for reason.
I know what I would do.
If you sent a mailer, like everyone, I know you always know.
Yeah.
This is not a test for you.
Oh, sorry.
if you sent a mailer out in this market, how much would you send it out for in general without pulling a lot of data? And where should you be buying properties right now, knowing that this market's, let's say it passed the red, green, yellow test. What's your acquisition price for a 1 or 2 acre property in this market?
And put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat or
Okay.
just, the whole goal here is to get you to start thinking like a weirdo like me. Like, what's this market worth? Would it work? I like 5,000, Garrison.
I like it.
Four-
Look at
4,000 an
you
acre.
guys.
You guys got it.
Amy.
Everybody's
Amy,
got it.
I had such a good call the other day. Like, go, yes, good.
You guys got it.
Yep. This is good.
So before you send a mailer out, everybody, I want you to test for reason like this and just take a several steps back from your mailer. Have a Coke or something. Take a step back, look at the mailer and say, is this rational? Should I buy this? Should I send out, does my offer campaign in this area look like, I'm sending out offers at 40,000 bucks because the data told me that? Maybe the data did tell you that, but I want you to test for reason and see if it makes sense. I like
Such good exercise.
2750, Amy. That's Jill's language.
We connect. This is great.
How about this? Let's go over to Oklahoma. Change acreage.
1 to 5. I like it.
Okay, you like 1 to 5?
I like 1 to 5.
All right, we're going to look at solds.
Eufaula. Just dreamy there.
There's water, so it's going to be
That's
skewed.
why. It's gorgeous.
The data where water is very skewed.
Well, come down. This is good. Oh, I like that. Sure.
Well, this is a good market right here.
Okay.
2 acres starts with 18,000 pending.
Boy, those are good signs.
So we got 2 cheapest properties. This is making my point.
Uh-huh.
The 2 cheapest properties that are probably below this market breakpoint are pending. So I can tell you, just looking at this, the breakpoint for this market's around 20 grand, and the 2 properties below it are pending. So in this market, it starts at 20. I'm taking, these are all subdivision property. I'm going to stop, and it stops at 50. So what are we buying them for here? Starts at 20, stops at 50. Assuming that red, green, yellow test is passing. 4,500. 3,000 an acre.
Okay.
A little higher, but yes.
Because you're going up to 15 for the 5 acres.
Strangely, it's the same values as what we tested in Tennessee. But you guys got it.
Yeah.
So I really want to drive this point home. Can't overpay right now. You can't. We just filmed a podcast. I don't know when it's going to air. You can't make a real estate deal what you want it to be. You have to have an acquisition criteria. You guys have the bones of an acquisition criteria right here. And you have to send mail out and buy property according to that acquisition criteria. You can't say, oh, for this one, I'm going to spend $10,000 because I kind of want to get my real estate career jump started.
Boy, does that apply to a lot of other things.
Like what, man?
Yes.
Want to know something funny
What?
along those lines? I was doing the news research today.
Uh-oh.
And this is the first time I was reading the broader economic conditions are the wild card. And there's something called an expectation index. I think we should have an expectation index in our house on the refrigerator.
Would it be a good week?
I don't know. Let's look.
Okay. Okay, I'm in. I can. Oh, I've got my pen out. I'm totally in for this.
Consumers expected business conditions to improve. Labor market outlook worsened slightly because consumers expected some stuff. First of all, I want to know who they polled. Did they poll fifth graders from Manhattan,
True.
or who did they pull? Anyway, I'm joking about this, and I can't take it that seriously without really seriously knowing who they pulled.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know there's an expectations index.
Oh, that will go on the fridge. Now we're doing it. And you get we each get 3 lines because you can't write 30. You get 3 and you just get to pick your 3. And then we like,
No, go ahead. How does this work? It'll work.
this is going to be good. It's going to be on a whiteboard because it'll change week to week probably. Because maybe if you're not clear on your expectations and they fall short, you go back and update it for the next week. This is what I really
This
meant.
is such a chick thing. If it's not working out for me, I'm going to change it.
This is good.
Men put it in
Well,
there, and that's it.
well,
We're all going to follow the rules.
Maybe I was the problem and I wasn't really clear.
Right. That says shit in front of the camera.
Exactly. Maybe it's me. It's never you. It's me.
Those are usually the last sentences in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's me, not you.
I know. Yeah.
All right, let's go to Landacademy staff. We'll go to
Close her up. We're
Yep.
going to talk to her.